So, I've actually heard through, I don't know if you are currently, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan. This video is going out to wrestling fans, especially TNA fans. I've heard through a video uploaded by Sean's View Entertainment. Like his video, watch his videos, like him, and subscribe. He's really good. That TNA's going under. And I've heard that one of the reasons why TNA's going under, what they're blaming it on, is for you wrestling fans, I don't know, the young wrestling fans probably don't know, but the older ones like myself, I'm 24, know a guy by the name of Vince Russo. Vince Russo is a booker, writer, works behind the scenes, booking the shows, basically creating, match scenarios, backstage skits, writing the interviews and stuff for the wrestlers and all that. So basically, what happened is Spike TV, the TV channel, is not renewing TNA's contract. So right now, what's going on is TNA will be taken off cable. Basically, it's gonna, if nobody picks them up, they're gonna end up like WCW, basically dead and gone, like the NWA, AWA, WCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, so on and so forth, Texas Wrestling Alliance. They're all gonna, TNA's gonna end up like them, gone. So what I'm hearing now is Vince McMahon and the WWE is gonna buy the video archives maybe and put them on the WWE network, which you'd have to subscribe $10 a month, and you'll be able to watch the video content. What really gets me, what's really getting me upset hearing all this is that they're blaming, some of the people are upset and canceling TNA. Spike TV is upset because of Vince Russo being part of the part of the TNA company, which I don't understand why. I don't know what Spike TV has against Vince Russo. Vince Russo is, just a booker, an employee, an employee. Basically, he was, if you guys remember the Attitude Era, he was a main part of the Attitude Era, booking all those skits between Stone Cold and Vince and The Undertaker and Kane and all the big stars, The Rock, all that, which I really like Vince Russo. I really appreciate, him. I listen to a lot of his interviews on YouTube. I watch a lot of them on YouTube, and there's one that he actually did called a time machine thing, timeline, where he went in there with I forget the guy's name, but him and the guy sat down and they did the timeline for WCW 2000, the last full year WCW was around, and he sat down and went through, month by month, what happened, what led up to the downfall of WCW. And a lot of people in the WC, a lot of wrestling people, a lot of wrestling fans, basically put Vince Russo, put 99.9% of the blame, or close to it, like 80%, 99.9% of the blame on Vince Russo. Blamed him for the company going under, and that's not fair. I don't think it's not fair to put him, make him fully to blame. It wasn't his fault. Time Warner and AOL merged, and when they merged, the entity of WCW, which WCW was an entity, which basically it was a product that TNT and Warner Brothers and whoever else was making and putting her on television. And basically Vince Russo got a lot of heat for it, which I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's fair. And another guy who should get the blame, I like him a lot, I respect him a lot, is Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff would probably, his track record isn't good. I mean, he went to WCW, that company imploded. He went to, the only reason why WWE didn't implode back when Eric Bischoff was the general manager of Raw, back in like 2000, 2003, 2002, 2003, 2004, all that, up to 2005, I believe, was because Vince basically just, Vince ran the company. It was just a character being played on TV. If Vince McMahon would have stepped down and Eric Bischoff would have taken over WWE, there would be no WWE anymore. He would have ran that company into the ground. Thank God that didn't happen. But Vince Russo, I really got a lot of respect for him. You know, him, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette. There's a lot of guys that I have respect for. Bookers. Basically, if you want to know what Booker is, I want to explain it to you again. Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, Bruce Pritchard, they're all bookers. They basically booked the matches. We're all in the wrestling's predetermined. They were the guys who were writing out the wrestling matches. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Then at the end of the match, Undertaker's going to go over. Basically, the Undertaker would win, or whatever. So they would be writing their shows out, you know, interviews, backstage skits, the matches, and everything. So, but like I said, Vince Russo was getting a lot of heat was probably going to get a lot of heat, in my opinion, for what happened with TNA. I don't think that's fair. Like I said, he may not have even been in Florida. He may have been in Florida, but he may not have been in Orlando with TNA, or in Nashville, or Nashville, what the TNA headquarters is. You all want to know why TNA's going under, and the reason why TNA's failing. It's because of Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter doesn't know what she's doing. She's a promoter that doesn't know what she's doing. She wanted a wrestling company. Her dad bought her a wrestling company, and she ran it basically not knowing what the hell she was doing. It's like giving a kid, a Tommy gun or a machine gun and saying, go out there and kill a deer. Giving him a shotgun, go out there and kill a deer. It's not going to work. He's going to end up killing himself. Same thing with Dixie Carter. She imploded that company. And her alone. Yeah, Eric Bischoff probably had some, pull in getting this company down. And don't even get me started on Hogan. You know, even though Hogan's not there anymore, he's in WWE now, helping, I guess, re-signed a Legends deal or something to help promote the WWE Network. Me, personally, I hate Hulk Hogan. I hate him. I never liked Hogan. You know, growing up, I didn't grow up in the Hogan era. I didn't start watching wrestling until 97. So I grew up in the Attitude Era, late 97, 98, 99, 2000, so on and so forth. So I didn't grow up in the Hogan era. I didn't grow up in Hogan and Macho Man and Piper and Jim Duggan and Big Boss Man, and all of them were there. I didn't grow up in that generation, but, Hogan, I think the downfall was when Hogan and Bischoff went in there. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember when the network, when Eric Bischoff was, I don't know if he was in there, I don't know if it was like the general, basically how he was in WWE, but I guess he had a lot more pull. He brought in Hogan, and then they started that faction, Immortal, and then the whole company just went to hell. So, yeah, I don't really think that's fair to blame, what's his name, Vince Russo, because he may not have even been in Florida, like I said, when this company. He could have been anywhere. He could have been in California, doing his own thing. Who knows? So that's my thoughts on TNA and what's going on with that and Vince Russo. So leave your comments down below and let me know what y'all think about TNA imploding. Did you guys see it coming? I can honestly tell you the truth, I don't even watch wrestling, especially TNA. I haven't watched it since AJ Styles left, and that's another reason why I think TNA is imploding. They lost one of their big stars, which was AJ Styles, which I have mad respect for. I love AJ. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. So anyway, let me know what y'all think, and thank you.